If I could work my will, every idiot who goes about with Merry Christmas on his lips should be boiled with his own pudding and buried with a stake of holly through his heart. He should. At this time of year, I always make sure to watch my favourite ghost story. In 1843, Mr. Charles Dickens wrote A Christmas Carol, a tale that would endure through the ages and for many remains an important part of the festive period. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the story, which I imagine are few, the central character is Ebenezer Scrooge, and he's described as a tight-fisted hand at the grindstone, hard and sharp as flint from which no generous fire had ever been struck, a thoroughly detestable man who treats family, colleagues, and pretty much everyone with contempt. His sole purpose in life is financial gain, which has left him cruel and closed off to the world. The story begins on Christmas Eve, 7 years after the death of his partner Jacob Marley, who was of a like mind. Scrooge is in his chambers when Marley pays him a visit and warns him of the suffering he has endured after death due to the way he lived his life. He warns Scrooge that the same fate awaits him if he does not change his ways. He tells Scrooge that he will be visited by 3 ghosts, past, present, and future, who will remind him of what has been and what will be if he continues on his current course. There are many different versions of this film. Personally, I try to avoid the musicals. Many regard the 1951 Alistair Sim version as the definitive, but I think my go-to is the 1984 George C. Scott film, probably because it's the version that I grew up with. It was filmed on location in Shrewsbury, Shropshire, England. I think the film looks stunning. It also has a great supporting cast: Edward Woodward, David Warner, Susanna York, and Frank Finlay. It's dark and atmospheric, bringing to life Victorian England. However, all film versions aside, I think the best way to enjoy this story is to read the book. It's pure magic captured in ink. It is the ultimate tale of redemption. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Oh yes, and I'll see you in hell.